It's a warm afternoon in Las Vegas. You're walking through a casino, maybe at the California Hotel in downtown. You hear the sound of slot machines, people cheering, dice rolling, and then just behind you someone yells, "Shoots, cuz!" in that unmistakable local Hawaiian accent. You smile, because you get it. This isn't just Vegas. This is the ninth island. But how did a desert city, over 2,700 miles away from the islands of Hawaii, become a second home to so many locals? Why do Hawaiians flock here in such large numbers? Not just to visit, but to live, raise families, and build communities. The answer is part history, part economics, part culture, and a whole lot of ohana. Let's take it back. The roots of Hawaii's connection to Las Vegas go back to the 1970s. Back then, Hawaii's economy was already facing serious pressure. The cost of living was high and climbing. Jobs were scarce unless you worked in tourism, government, or the military. And owning a home in paradise? Nearly impossible for the average family. Now picture this. You're a working-class Hawaiian family trying to make it. You've got roots in Kalahi or Hilo or Wailuku. You're tired of grinding just to get by. Then one day your auntie or uncle comes back from a trip and tells you, "Hey, you should go Vegas, brah. Everything cheap and plenty locals over dia too." And they weren't wrong. Las Vegas offered something Hawaii couldn't at the time: affordable homes, jobs that paid more, and a lower cost of living. You could buy a house for a fraction of what it cost back home. Your paycheck went further, gas was cheaper, groceries weren't outrageously marked up. For many, it felt like freedom. But there's another layer to this story. Hawaiians. They love to gamble. It's no secret. Gambling is illegal in Hawaii, but the culture of risk, of taking chances, that's part of island life. Whether it's cards, craps, or the infamous Vegas penny slots, there's an allure that's hard to ignore. Vegas became the escape, a weekend getaway, a chance to try your luck. And casinos like the California Hotel, they leaned all the way in. Back in 1975, the Cals, or as locals call it, started marketing directly to Hawaiian travelers. They brought in Hawaiian food, piped Hawaiian music into the lobby, and even hired local staff. They created a space that felt like home, thousands of miles from home. They didn't just cater to Hawaiians, they welcomed them. That move changed everything. Soon Vegas wasn't just a place to visit. It became a place to live. A place where people from Hawaii could still feel Hawaiian, while building a better financial future. Over the decades, thousands of locals made the move. Entire families relocated. Churches, halau, plate lunch spots, they all popped up in Vegas neighborhoods. Samoan, Tongan, Filipino, Hawaiian, all blending together in this desert melting pot. They brought the spirit of aloha with them. But it wasn't all easy. There's something heartbreaking about leaving your homeland, about trading beaches for desert, trade winds for dry heat, and ohana potlucks for FaceTime calls. Many locals describe it as a bittersweet choice, one made not out of desire but necessity. They didn't want to leave paradise, and they just couldn't afford to stay. And even now, that story hasn't changed. Hawaii continues to have one of the highest costs of living in the country. Median home prices are sky high. Rent is crushing. Food prices are inflated. Young people graduate and leave. Families are being split between islands and the mainland, and for many, Las Vegas is still the first and best option. But despite the distance, that Hawaiian identity stays strong. Every year, Vegas hosts the Pure Aloha Festival, the Ho'olaulea, and all kinds of local events. Spam masubi, hula, ukulele, pigeon, it's all there. Walk into any local-owned restaurant in Vegas, and you'll feel like you just stepped into Waipahu or Lahaina or Waimanalo. There's even a Hawaiian civic club in Vegas, Hula Halau, canoe paddling teams, you name it. The culture didn't disappear, it just evolved. Now here's something wild. As of recent years, it's estimated that over 50,000 people with Hawaiian ancestry live in Nevada, most of them in Las Vegas. That's more than on the island of Kauai. That's why they call it the ninth island, because it's not just a nickname. It's a real community, a real identity. People think of Vegas as glitz and glamour, casinos and chaos, but for Hawaiians, it's often something much more personal. It's a place to start over, a place to build wealth, a place to raise kids and send them to college without drowning in debt. It's a place to be local, even if you're far from home. And maybe that's what makes the ninth island so unique. It's not just about cost of living or gambling or real estate. It's about holding on to who you are, even when life forces you to let go of where you're from. Because in the end, home isn't just a place, it's a feeling, it's a language, it's a plate lunch with mac salad, it's a laugh that sounds like waves hitting lava rocks. It's the way people say aloha and mean it. Las Vegas may not have the beaches or the waterfalls or the rainbows, but it has the people, And maybe, just maybe, that's enough to make a desert feel like home. So the next time you're walking down Fremont Street and you hear that local accent, or smell some Kahlua pig cooking nearby, remember, you're not just in Vegas, you're on the 9th island. And if you're lucky, someone might even offer you a plate.